Hello, it's Josh from the Comic Book Collecting Quest, and as I have told you, my family and I are going on a vacation in the near future, so I was told to pinch my pennies. So I do not have any new comics to show, so I was kind of kicking around ideas what I could do to keep the channel going, and I'll just do some comic book reports. So, yeah, for a while I'll be doing comic book reports, and my reviews, I'll say, if the comic's really, really, really good, which there's not many of those out there, I'll say top notch, and if it's good, I'll say good. If it's okay, say it's okay. Bad, and so on. Hopefully I won't be giving anything a terrible, but there's some of those out there. So the very first one I'll review is Batman 149. This is by Chip Zdarsky. Written by Chip Zdarsky, cover by Jorge Jimenez. And yeah, I'll just start talking about this. So this issue wraps up the storyline of it's Zur. I'll just say Zur storyline. It's really hard to pronounce word, but it's like the purple. It's like his Batman's alter ego, like his. He like created this other ego, and that other ego created the robot Failsafe, and now he has defeated the two, and he's just kind of winding down this storyline, yeah. So he finds one of the clones that Zur created. And these clones age quickly. So this is like a Bruce Wayne clone. And he's, dying of old age because he's rapidly aging. So here he, asks Bruce what happened to his hand because, as I told you, and I think it was Batman 900 or something like that, Batman got his arm, or his hand cut off, just like Rick from The Walking Dead, and I kind of wondered what they were going to do about that. So, real quickly, Batman has been broke this whole storyline. Batman's been broke since the Joker War, and now he hacks into Zur's hideout and finds out that Zur has, a crap load of money. So, good news, Bruce Wayne is no longer broke. I like this issue because it like wraps up a lot of the storyline, including, this is pretty dumb here, but okay. The clone cuts his hand off so Bruce can have the hand. Not sure how that worked. But whatever, He had a robot hand, so I guess having a real hand is more believable. Or reattaching a real hand is more believable than that. So yeah, and then here we have this, this clone is aged, and he takes him back to the Wayne Manor. And this guy here, owns Wayne Manor. And to be honest, I'm not sure who this guy is. I've been reading the storyline the whole time. I don't know. I don't know who that guy is, but obviously he's like the new commissioner, and he's like super rich, and Batman says he's going to take him on. So now with all this money, Batman is ready to abandon his brownstone hideout and begin a new, and it looks like he's gentrifying a neighborhood, but whatever, we all do it, I guess. So that was the end of that. And I give that, I give that issue a good. The reason is because I just like that it wrapped up that whole story of the Zur and the Failsafe, and even really wrapped up everything that Chip Zdarsky has done. So yeah, I give it a good. And then this one is 150 here. And it says Absolute Power tie-in, which I could really care less about. I'm not a fan of the events. They do them every summer now. Don't care. It's, yeah. I just don't care. So this one, I'm going to give a, well, I'll tell you at the end. So this one is just about this guy who he was trained by Catwoman, and I guess he broke into Bruce Wayne's brownstone, maybe, or maybe even Wayne Manor, and found out who Batman was. So he knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. So he starts shopping around. He goes to Two-Face to, tell him, he'll sell the identity of Bruce Wayne. So I'm not a big fan of the art on this issue, even though I think that it said that Jorge Jimenez did the art, and I usually love his art, but it is not so good here. So really, this this is one of the, to me, it's like this should have been an annual, because it's kind of got that annual feel of where Batman really isn't like the main figure, main character in the story. It's this guy, and so he's just going around shopping Batman, and then he goes to his son, and his son's going to Gotham University, and he asks him, how can you afford going to Gotham University? Then he tells him, that Batman saved him from a life of crime and set him up in university with scholarships and whatnot. And I guess this is supposed to be Bruce Wayne. I didn't like the art. I mean, yeah, it was okay. So the story here, I'll say, is okay. I don't want to give it a bad, because I read it and I was like, the whole time. So then we do this Absolute Power tie-in, brick by brick. So earlier in the Zdarsky run, he made this fail-safe robot that was supposed to kill Batman if he ever goes bad. And so apparently in this Absolute Power, there's other fail-safes, or I can't remember her name right now, but the lady Amanda Waller, there we go. So Amanda Waller has created a bunch of fail-safes, and they're for each, like this is a Wonder Woman fail-safe, and so it's I mean, the fail-safe storyline was okay, but I certainly wasn't I wasn't begging for more like they apparently thought I was. So then they made a whole event out of the fail-safe that I have no interest in. But I do love this. My gosh, so good. So yeah, I give, overall that Batman 150, it was okay. Sorry that I'm reviewing Moderns. What I did is I just grabbed the last 5 books that I read. Figured I'll do it that way. Okay. So next up is Laugh. Let's see. Laugh number 76. Sorry, I'm just checking my camera here. Okay. And yeah, the cover art is awesome. Look at Archie's. His eyes tell all. This is Laugh 76. And the reason why it's kind of jammed in here between these two moderns is I read it to my daughter to go to sleep. So yeah, this is Laugh 76 from August cover date, or not cover date, but publication date of August 1956. And yeah, so
Go to the lake.
okay.
There's a barbecue cook-off.
Okay. Sorry, my wife was just informing me that they're leaving me. She's had enough. She's leaving me. Now they're going to a lake. Yeah, so this is just Archie. He's trying to he saw Veronica kissing some guy, which that's strange, but okay, we'll go with it. Saw Veronica kissing some guy, and then Veronica convinces him that was not her kissing, that was her French cousin kissing, or European cousin kissing. So she convinces Betty to help her out, and so Betty poses as her French cousin and gives Archie a good kiss, makes Veronica upset. Lucky Archie. The end. And then we have a Wilbur, little Wilbur story, little Wilbur gag, and then more Wilbur gags. These are cool. These little Katie Keene stories that I guess it's kind of like fans make their own little Katie Keene story. I loved them. I thought they were great. Yeah. Corn car. And then Ale and Farewell. Reggie beat it. Oh, and this is a little Reggie gag hiding from his mom. And his mom goes to beat the dust out of a rug, and Reggie is hiding behind the rug. Yeah, another great gag there. There's stamps for the stamp collecting. You can get a Hitler stamp. I can't really remember what that one was about. More advertisements. Gabby Hayes, Popsicle, Western Roundup, Tucson Dude Ranch Contest. Boy, is there a contest I don't want to enter into? The Gabby Hayes Popsicle Western Roundup Tucson Dude Ranch Contest. And this is the Archie family affair. And Archie's dad trying to prove that he can fit into his old Army uniform. Yeah, and this one was funny too. So, I spent a little time on that one. It's just a variety comic, and I'm actually giving it a top notch because I loved it. I had so much fun while reading it. My wife listened in on me reading it. I think she enjoyed it. My kid enjoyed it too. Yeah, it was a very, very, very fun, good read. So I give it a top notch. And that's what's so nice about comics. It doesn't have to be one of those, it doesn't have to be $1,000 comic or whatever for you to have a great time while reading it. And not saying that, $1,000 comic book, you're not going to have a great time reading it, but there's so many things you can do with comics, and reading them and enjoying them is one. So, Laugh 76. Highly recommended. The next one is Laugh 106. Once again, this was one that I read to my kid. Okay. And so yeah, this was January 1960, Laugh 106. Oh, and this story's pretty good. This is like Reggie. He's saying that somebody's sending threatening letters to him. Gets everybody shaken up. Gets the girls shaken up. And the girls admiring him because he's so brave for handling all these threats. But then Archie and Jughead catch on, and then realize that Reggie is writing these own letters to get the girls' attention. So then they all write a letter to him and bust him. Fantastic story. And this is, just a gag, pipsqueak. This was fun, especially fun to read for my kid, because my kid's, just like any kid, is obsessed with Santa Claus. So that was a funny story there. More of these Katie Keens. I think it's, Oh, and these are like the paper dolls. I love this stuff. It's so good. Oh, and I love this. Katie's Gone Calypso, because Calypso was very popular. Where we go? The Banana Boat Song, Kingston Town, Mama Look at Bobo Dad Day, Island in the Sun by Weezer. Oh no. The actor Robert Mitchum tried to cash in on the Calypso craze and even recorded a Calypso album. I imagine that is the most boring Calypso album of all time. I only know, the Banana Song or whatever, AO. Which I think that's probably what started the whole Calypso craze, was probably that song. And then Katie's Sis. Oh, and this one was good. Just another gag. And then, just these jokes here. Love the jokes. Little Jinx, Ice Capades. Oh, and this was, pretty good story too. She ends up chipping out a swan, and then her dad breaks it, and it's for a contest, and then she ends up freezing her dad, and wins the contest because her dad is frozen. As a father, I did not find it one bit funny. Oh, chicken. And some Archie Club news. The Archie Club. God, I wish I was a member of the Archie Club. I really haven't read that many Archies. I've only read Golden and Silver Age Archies too, but I love every one of them I've ever read. So I'm curious about others. 8 record hits, only $1. See, here are the titles: A Foot Such as I, Pink Shoelaces, The Happy Organ, Tell Him No, Kansas City, That's Why, A Teenager in Love, Kooky, Lend Me Your Comb. Oh boy. So we know Kansas City. I don't know the other ones. Yeah. No wonder they're only $1. Is that Albert King? Is that who does Kansas City? Hey kids, you like Albert King? No! Archie's pal Jughead in Early Arrival. Oh, and this was a pretty good, story here. They're trying to surprise the principal, and to get the principal's attention, they send Jughead, and Jughead, does all these Jughead mishaps. Gets the principal mad. The principal gets in roller skates somehow, and then skates into the Christmas tree. The end. Mr. Weatherby. There we go. So, and on that note, we can get some roller skates. Popular couples go steady with Chicago roller skates. My wife and I are not popular couples, so we don't have to worry about getting Chicago roller skates. So, yeah. So that was the Archie series, Laugh, January 1960, 106. I loved it. I'll say it was good. I don't want to give it a top notch because I gave the other one a top notch, and the other one I legitimately like loved it as much as I've loved any of my favorite comics I've ever read. So I give that one a good. Not that it was much worse than number 76, but yeah. And lastly, let me make sure my camera's still good here. We have Something is Killing the Children, number 38, the opposite of Archie's Laugh. So this one, I'll be quick with it. When we get to the end, I will tell you why I'm quick with it, but you'll probably see why throughout it. So here we just have a story of a kid. So the kid runs up to her treehouse and finds Erica Slaughter injured. Something's killing the children. And look, once again, look at the, there's like, it takes like 5 minutes to read these things. I don't know why I keep doing it. Because it was good there for a bit. Yeah. And, so this is just this kid trying to, figure out what to do with Erica Slaughter here. And then Erica Slaughter's little totem, I guess, is, telling the kids about the evil that's coming. And more Erica just in rough shape. Yeah. So, not much to say about this other than that it was terrible. Good Lord. I mean, luckily it only took me like 5 minutes to read, but it was terrible. Like, are you serious? That's it? That's what you're going to give me? Is little kids find Erica Slaughter in a treehouse? And that's it? That's all I get? How much did I pay for this? $4. And that's what I get for $4. Is Erica Slaughter in a friggin' treehouse taking a nap. And you're going to call that a comic book. So, I do like this. I like this series. But, boy, this was terrible. Not bad, terrible. So, that's my first comic book review. I won't always do modern books. The only reason why I did modern books is because I got my shipment of my pull list in. I do it bi-monthly. So, every 2 months I get a few comic books in. I really don't have that many on my pull list, but I have a few on there. So anyway, I got some of my pull list in, and that's what that was. Luckily, I read those 2 laughs to my daughter to help her go to sleep, to kind of break up the monotony of modern books, because I really don't want people thinking that I'm okay with people thinking that I just read modern books, but I don't. They are a fraction of what I read. It's just I'm just currently right now in the middle of reading modern books. All right, everybody, thank you for here. We'll once again we'll put them in there. We got Batman 149, 150, Laugh 76. That was the cream of the crop there. So good. Laugh 106, and the absolutely terrible Something is Killing the Children, number 38. All right, everybody, keep on collecting. Thanks.